This week was the wedding of two of my husband's, 33 male and my 31 female, longtime friends. For some background, recently we've been having some issues. I told him I needed some space, so we agreed he should move back in with his mom temporarily. Red flag. I wasn't thrilled about this because she tends to baby him. Red flag. Though I had to accept it as he had nowhere else to go and I wanted him out of the house. I wondered what to do about the wedding. We talked and decided it would be best for us to go together and for him to move back home afterwards. He didn't have time before the wedding to pack up his things and so got ready at his mom's while I got ready at home, and we planned to meet there, meaning the wedding. When he arrived, I was already chatting with friends. He came over to us and immediately I noticed the rotten stench on him. He smelled like he'd been dumpster diving. It made my eyes water a little. I noticed our friends noticing, but he was completely oblivious and kept on chatting. I tried to let him know discreetly, but he was just not getting the hint at all. We took our seats in the chapel and the service was beautiful. By this point, my nose had pretty much tuned out the smell, but it was clearly affecting other people and I still hadn't had a chance to let him know. After the service, I saw an old girlfriend I hadn't seen in years and wanted to catch up. Apparently, while I was chatting with her, a friend had pulled hubby aside and basically told him he stunk. He got upset and demanded that we leave immediately. In the car, we argued and he told me I was a horrible wife to let him embarrass himself like that in front of our friends, and I was probably laughing behind his back. He said that I knew he could be forgetful, and since he was my responsibility as his wife, I should have called him up at his mom's to remind him to shower. Usually he'll come in when I'm in. I was speechless and said nothing the entire car ride home while he berated me. This morning, I have checked my phone and we have both been removed from a number of group chats that included friends that went to the wedding. I heard through some friends that the bride feels we ruined her day. More people were talking about my husband than we thought, and she no longer wants to speak with us. I'm shocked and really hurt by this and have been feeling really guilty all day. I didn't want to embarrass him by letting him know when other people were around him, but now I've cost him friends and I feel like I handled it all horribly. So, am I the asshole? I mean, I don't even know where to start here. I feel like at 33, you ought to be able to know when to shower. You can't put that on your wife. Good gravy, man. I understand the delicacy of this situation, but that would have never happened because I'm a grown-ass man who knows to wash my own butt before I'm going to somewhere, particularly somewhere fancy like a wedding. You know, if I'm going to put a freaking suit on, if I'm going to put a button-up shirt on, if I'm going to put a tie on, I'm damn well going to make sure that my ass is clean before I do that. I'm not going to put clean clothes on my soiled body and say, hey, good to go, man. Don't worry, my suit will cover up my stank. If anything, you get a little sweatier wearing a suit because it's extra layers, right? Just wash your ass, man. It's not that hard.